Stanley worked for a company in a big
guys,
building
what's up?
where
Now
he
today,
was employee
we're going to be
number
doing
427.
the Stanley Parable.
Employee number
An amazing-
427's job was simple.
An amazing
He sat
game.
at his desk in room 427.
It's a narrating game.
And he pushed buttons.
Well, it's a narration game. You know, it's a game that's
Orders
narrated.
came to him
Awesome.
through a monitor.
I'm just gonna let this play out real quick.
Telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, so basically this is a game where it's guided by the narrator. You guys will figure out right here what this is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Or will I? Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room
Yes.
worth admiring. It had really been worth
Yes,
the detour after
the
all,
cold drinks.
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
With
Stanley simply stood here, drinking
Gatorade
it all in.
knockoffs and Gatorade knockoffs and yes, I want to stand here and admire this beautiful, beautiful work of art.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Or will I? Nope. Sucker. And then I missed the door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's hilarious.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, you can't go back. Red door? Blue door? That's a really hard decision. Let me think about that for a minute.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Or will I? I say no.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes,
Was it worth
is.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I
think you
did
did put a lot of time
And in
into
the end,
that.
it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange
amazing.
and
It's
unknowable
amazing, you guys.
desires
Check
of
it out.
yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
That totally looks like just a makeshift
Okay,
door.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
My place to judge,
Here,
sucker.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay. I'll be really honest with
Hey,
you
I
right
nearly
now.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Do you guys really think I'm gonna do this for 4 hours? You know what? I'm not gonna do this for 4 hours. Screw this.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single
It's not
thing that
because I
might
hate
improve the
babies,
experience
or
for
because
me.
I spite you.
I'm not even
I
going to
do
try.
spite you.
I'm out. I'm done.
You know what?
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, guys, let's see what he does. Let's see what game he pulls up. Minecraft!
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Yes, it is.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Okay, where is it?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
You think I'm gonna live in this piece of garbage?
See, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art
Work
and
of
feel
art?
ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I could make
Ah,
anything
but
better
you've
than
only
that.
seen it from the outside.
When I first started playing,
You've
I was
only
able to
gotten
make a
half
castle
the
way better
experience.
than
Please,
that.
Step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Well, I'll step inside, but this won't make me any comfortable at all.
Isn't it grand?
No.
Isn't it perfect?
No.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
That is better.
Diamond.
That is better.
everything.
This house would be
Yes,
way
yes, yes.
better. if
Come
it was
along,
built out of
Stanley.
diamond.
We
Come on.
have to go mining.
Yes, we do.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? I was like... Well, let's see what he throws us in this time. You can purely tell, you know, he's ripping off other people's games. Let's see, what's the next one? Is that what I think it is? Portal!
Yes!
I love this
I don't even know
game.
what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Alright, just 1 second, you guys. I just gotta look something up. Alright. Well, figured out how to do it now. So, I know this ending. Tried to do it in the original Portal series, but screwed the whole thing up. So maybe we can try it again.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Alright. Let's try this real quick. So then, I might not be able to get it straight off the bat, though. Yeah, I definitely haven't got it straight off the bat yet. A little bit more back. Sorry.
Now, how did you manage that? Are you really trapped in there? I'm actually quite impressed. I don't think there's a simpler puzzle out there, and you've still broken it. Well, since I don't intend to open that door, I guess you and this giant button just need to get cozy together. A dream for you, I'm sure. Enjoy.
Look at this, you guys. We did that one thing that I was trying to do in Portal. Well, that's gonna have to conclude it for this episode. I hope you guys please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. See you guys in the next one. Peace!